Let's talk about lubricating your gun today. Very important to do to make sure your gun stays running. My name is Jason Hanson. I'm a former CIA officer, and you might have seen me on Shark Tank, the NBC Today Show, or Fox News. And I own a lot of guns, and I love guns, and I love the Second Amendment. So the gun that we're going to lubricate today, just because it's what I was having around, is a Remington RP9, the ugly gun that everybody hates but me. I really like it. It shoots well, and you should try it. And then the lube we're going to use is Spy Lube, which is the world's best lubricant created by somebody who's a heck of a lot smarter than I am. If you want to check it out, go to spylube.com. All right, so when it comes to lubricating your gun, you don't have to do it all the time. And if you go to the range as often as I do, just do it after go to the range, because it takes, probably 30 seconds to actually lubricate your gun the right way, which I am going to show you. First, you obviously got to take apart your gun. As I said, Remington RP9, even though I checked when I was off camera, I'm going to check again. I'm going to look away, make sure this bad boy is completely empty. So to disassemble this, because I did get a lot of questions about this, to disassemble it, all you've got to do is first lock the slide to the rear, and then if you turn it around, you'll see this here, this little notch. You're just going to spin it down. That way it's going now vertical instead of horizontal. And when this right here, this little lever is now going vertical, I'm going to pull the trigger, and there we go. You got to pull the trigger and then slide it off at pretty much the same time. Once you slide it off, it comes out just like a Glock, meaning there's only a few pieces, easy to take apart, nothing crazy when cleaning and lubricating or any of that. So first we'll take out the guide rod here. We will take out, you can take out this little stand here, which somebody bought for me. I feel like it's a conductor stand, like it should be doing the orchestra or whatever. And I've got the barrel. So you do not have to do anything crazy when it comes to lubricants. I'm going to open this up, and this is a brand new kit of Spy Lube. When it comes to quality lubricant, you don't have to splash it on. You don't have to overdo it. Like this stuff here, even if you shoot a lot like I do, this is going to last you years and years and years, like a decade and such. So you don't have to go crazy with quality lube. Also, I had somebody ask me once, like, hey, can I use motor oil? No, do not use motor oil. Motor oil collects all kind of grime and crap and all that, and it will mess up your guns. So use quality lubricant for your gun. Do not use motor oil for your gun. Not a good idea whatsoever. It will attract all kinds of crap and gunk up your gun, and you don't want your gun gunked up when you may need it most. So going back to the lubricant. First we have our barrel. All you gotta do here with the barrel, very simple. Just put some light lube there, and it's gonna start going everywhere, and just go around the barrel. That's it, nothing fancy. Just put a little bit on there, and just make sure they're going all around the barrel. So once that's done, I'm just gonna put that down here. Guide rod, you can just inspect it, make ssure nothing's wrong with it, make sure nothing's cracked, nothing looks funny, but you don't really have to put any oil or do anything with that. This guide rod here, because I do check it often, because I use this gun a lot, everything is fine. Now, inside here, same thing. I'm just looking around, make sure that everything's good, nothing looks messed up, nothing looks crappy. I'm gonna put just a bit of oil here and just a little lubricant there. So nothing crazy here, nothing out of the world. As far as when I've got the slide, of course, you can tilt the slide down, you can put some oil at the top here, let it run down the rails, that way everything, it goes down there. Now, some of these guns, if you want, you don't have to, it's totally optional. Spy Lube, I'm gonna start dropping stuff everywhere. Spy Lube comes with some rail grease. Awesome, awesome stuff. Some of the top competitive shooters in the world use this. So you can put this grease on the rails if you want, and it will operate very smoothly. You'll see it cycle like it's never cycled before. So I'm not gonna do that only because, like I said, I forgot my paper towel and all that. So I've let some of this oil run down here on the slide. Everything's looking good. Put some of that up here. Get the rails nice and smooth and all that. And that is good. That will do it. Nothing else you really need to do. I mean, if you get the barrel, of course, you can also do right here on the slide where the barrel rubs against. We should show you that, so you can put just a little bit of lube there, and right in here, just go back and forth. Not necessary. If you put lube around the barrel, if you put lube going down the slide and the rails, then you're gonna be fine. I mean, these are good guns that don't require a ton of maintenance, which is obviously a good thing because you don't want a high maintenance gun, just like you don't want a high maintenance woman. So don't have to do a ton, don't have to spend forever. Once you assemble it, make sure everything looks good. Get my guide rod back in there as I'm talking and trying to do too many things at once, not paying attention. Make sure everything is the way I want it. Make sure the guide rod is seated right. Then I'm gonna line up everything as I put this back together. Make sure it's gonna go on right. Okay. And of course, anytime you disassemble a gun, you wanna make sure it works right. I'm gonna check once again to make sure it is empty. And then we always do a function check. So what is that function check? Pull the trigger. Do we hear the reset? Yes, I heard the reset. Pull the trigger. Yes, I hear the reset. So everything looks good there. I can check it out again, make sure everything is fine. That is how you lube your firearm. Don't spend forever. Use grease. Also, if you want to, go to spylube.com if you want to see why I use this and why I talk somebody into letting me sell this. Take care of your guns and they will take care of you. I'm former CIA officer Jason Hanson and I'm out of here.